What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about the things I hate about the military, right? So I'm in the army, and so far I've been in the army for about a year and a half or so, and basically I'm just gonna talk about the things I really hate about the military or the army in particular, and the things I disagree and I fucking can't stand, right? Now I understand. If you're not familiar with the military or how the army works, you go to your unit, you have different brigades, different platoons, this and that. So like when I'm talking to things I dislike about the army, I'm not talking about the whole army as a general. I'm talking about the group of people who are in your unit or the group of people who are in your platoon, right? So when I'm talking the things I hate about the military, the army, or how it is, I'm not talking about the whole army in itself. I'm talking about the people in the military, right? So I guess this video is about the types of people I hate in the military, right, or an army, right. So let's get this started, right. So what I hate about the army, or at least from my unit, is the fact that one, the barracks, right. So right now I live in the barracks, but like I've heard a lot of stories where like people, they're always living in shitty barracks, right, where like their lights don't work and like the maintenance team fucking sucks, so like they don't help out, or like they half-ass their shit, and like you're automatically gonna have shitty barracks. Now me currently, my barracks room, I have a clogged toilet, so it's like I'm supposedly it's been going on for a couple years, and like people try to fix this shit and it still doesn't work. So I'm always having a clogged up toilet, right? And it's annoying whenever I gotta use the bathroom, it fucking clogs up, and no matter how many times I plunge this and that, it still clogs up. Like it'll flush, then it'll clog up. I'm like, what the fuck? So like, always gotta clean up after this shit. And also, what I hate about the military, the army, is the people in it. The army is not bad. The military is a great career field. It's the fucking people that are in the army, that are in the military. I've came across a lot of people who are fucking lazy. There's this term called shitbags. What shitbag means is people who are fucking lazy, right? So I've dealt with a lot of lazy pieces of shit where what I've noticed about the army, or at least the people I've been around, they only care about themselves. They don't really give a fuck about anything. They only give a shit about themselves. That's kind of scary too. If we're in war, how the fuck we're supposed to like succeed in war if you only care about your fucking self? Like people, like they don't give a shit. You have a lot of shitty people. You know what I'm saying? Most of these people are fucking parents, but that's none of my business. But I'm just saying, like, and I've always said this: stupid ass people always have the kids. The fucking dumbest people always have kids, especially around my age, around their late 20s. But what else? Not everyone, but most people. But what was I gonna say? The barracks are trash. The maintenance team fucking sucks. The people, you deal with a lot of shitbags. A lot of people are lazy. And another thing I hate about the people I've dealt with in the army and the military so far is that they don't know how to give proper directions. Like when you ask them for something, one, they either get agitated or they get very emotional to the point where they don't feel like giving you proper directions, or they'll get all agitated, or they'll say some smart ass shit to you. Now, of course, the military, you gotta have thick skin. People like to joke around this and that, but sometimes you got to know when to joke around and when to be serious. A lot of people, they're very immature, and like they just like to joke around and talk shit 24/7, you know. And sometimes that does get to me, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I just want to knock them the fuck out or just cuss them out, you know what I'm saying. That's the thing about the army, which sucks too. Like I really want to act like my civilian ways. My civilian ways is talking how I talk right now. I like to put people in their place if I sense some disrespect. In the army, in a professional setting like that, you can't really do that because you're dealing with different types of ranks. Like it's a very good career, and like you just gotta be careful on who you don't want to mess around with. You know what I'm saying? So like I always gotta bite my tongue in the military. I always gotta bite my tongue in the army because I've dealt with a lot of people who I really want to go off at. But I am to blame too because I gotta work on my communication skills better. But there are plenty of times where I just want to cuss people out. But also it's lack of structure. So like everything in the army, it's very disorganized. The computers never work. Their laptops in the fucking army, it never fucking works. Either that or it takes so fucking long for it to work. You deal with a lot of dumbass people, a lot of shitty ass people, man. Godly, man. But what else? Yeah, but again, not everyone, but most people, like they don't give you proper directions. Like if you need help with something, don't expect them to help you. Either they're not gonna help you at all, or they're gonna half-ass, or they're not gonna give you the proper guidance or the right tools on how to help yourself, or how to give you the right directions. It can be anything simple as like where's room 203, or like where's the hall, or like where's this and that. How do you fix this and that? You know what I'm saying? That's what I hate about the army. Another thing I hate about the army that I've experienced so far and what I've noticed is of course toxic leadership. Well, not, yeah, I guess leadership, but I don't consider it as toxic. because everyone's experience is different. But like I'll say leadership. I feel like I'm not sure what their rules are as like leadership wise, but I feel like in the army, like me, I have a lot of questions with so much shit on how to sign this and that. So I'm always in a position where I have to ask for help. I always have to ask for questions. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's like I feel like it's the NCOs and the leadership job. I feel like it's their fucking job to help us out on how to do certain forms, on how to sign for leave, and how to sign for like leave days, this and that, and how to like fix your rucksack or how to do it. And basic training, I wasn't taught shit. I was, but like you only have one drill sergeant teaching fucking like hundreds of people. How the fuck you expect hundreds of people to learn with one fucking drill sergeant teaching the whole fucking group of people? That doesn't work like that. Basic training was shit, cause like I didn't learn shit in basic training. It was hard for me to learn the basic training because we all learn in different ways, right? You fucking like you literally have one drill sergeant teaching hundreds of people, and like hundreds of people are actually gonna understand or know what the fuck the drill sergeant is saying or how they're teaching them. A group of people can't learn when one fucking person is teaching a whole group of people. I'm not talking about 10 groups of people. I'm talking about like hundreds of people, 90 people, 50 people. Everyone learns different, but that's how the army fucking works. It's fucking stupid. I don't know why they always do that. I'm not sure because the army has a shortage, but I've noticed like I think it's traditional too. The military in general, they always have like a select few group of people teaching hundreds of people, and shit doesn't work like that. People can't learn like that. You're not gonna learn like that. You're just not. Also, what I hate about the military again is leadership. I feel like this is my opinion. I feel like NCOs are like not NCOs, but like yeah, some of them like higher ups. They just seem so lazy. How they carry themselves, how they speak. They're very slow when they talk. It's how they carry themselves. They look all sluggish and tired. A lot of people smoke in the army too. I got nothing against people smoking, but like a lot of people smoke cigarettes and shit. And that's what I noticed. Even people my age. Me, I don't smoke, but like a lot of people smoke. So like, I'm not sure if the army is producing shitty people or like just people with addictions. But I don't know, man. I always find that weird. Like I never seen so many people smoke before until I went to the army. A lot of people smoke. Shit's crazy. What else? But yeah, man, just lazy people who don't know how to give proper directions. People lack communication skills. They're very agitated, and I notice people they're very self-centered. They only give a shit about themselves. They only care about themselves, and it's just like, yo, this shit could be a lot easier. Just ask for help. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. This is a quick video. Like, comment, subscribe, and oh yeah, and also with the army, I don't like how they teach. I don't like how they do things. Like, you shouldn't have one instructor or one drill sergeant teaching a group of people. The people aren't gonna learn like that. That's why I kind of struggle in the basic training. I struggle how to use a weapon. I struggle how to shoot a weapon because I had one fucking drill sergeant teaching like 50 people. Like I'm gonna fucking learn about that. And we had to sit on the fucking ground all fucking day. Like how the fuck are you supposed to learn like that? Our kneecaps are hurting and shit. I understand it's a test to see who breaks down or not, but still it's fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? There's no point trying to break people down if you can't even fucking teach properly, right? Or the method of teaching isn't gonna work. Shit don't work like that, man. Yeah, and again, the computers never work. When I was in school training, learning for my job, the computers never fucking work. Like, it's just fucking ridiculous, man. All the shit you learn in AIT in school, you're not gonna apply that to your actual, once you get out of school in the army. Because once you, go to the real army, go to your unit, all the shit you learn in school, it does not apply to that at all. They don't teach you shit, man. It's just like regular school. They just give you paperwork. It's not about learning, it's about passing. What else? Finances, like just when it comes to finances, they don't teach you, they don't go into depth. They just have old ass people teaching you basic shit about finances, but they don't really teach you on how to like actually excel when it comes to finances. They don't teach you proper credit. They don't teach you on how to make more money, this and that. Like, just weird, man. I have one guy, he's showing me how to make money and how to use credit, which is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? But all the things I'm doing, I'm buying a lot of military books, I'm watching a lot of videos so I could self-educate and learn myself. I ask a lot of questions, I ask a lot of help from people, but it's just like, this shit is annoying where I constantly have to ask help on how to do this and how to do that. There's a difference between learning something, learning the ropes, or there's a difference between that, and there's another difference between just being around shitty people and shitty leadership who doesn't even give a shit to fucking teach you in the first place. Trust me, the army is very unorganized. It may look like it's organized, it's not. Behind the scenes, it is not. People don't know what the fuck they're doing. Poor leadership. They just don't give a fuck, you know? That's the thing I hate. But it is what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, I'm out. Peace.